Hey gang, it's Ark. Welcome back to our one match challenge here in the Long Dark. Let's see, I skipped a week. I was planning to release an episode every week, but last week I just didn't find the time to record. So I'm a little rusty. Sorry for any inconvenience. I know some people were probably expecting a release that weekend. Okay, so we pretty much finished foraging from what I remember. We've got... Did we finish the bow completely? Apparently not. Oh man, I should have watched a little bit of last episode. I am so behind the times here. We have 9 arrowheads. I think I made some arrows. We've got arrow shafts. Bow is 34% completed. We've got 1 arrow. Okay, that kind of lines up. And how are we doing on food? We've got just this piece of venison left. So I believe the plan was to go and get the bow finished. And then we're going to go try to kill the bears in Forlorn Muskeg, kind of while we hang out here. We also need to get some fuel. Yeah, okay. It's starting to come back to me. Yeah, we have no fuel, so we gotta go chop fir limbs. That's the immediate thing. Wow, you just take 1 week off and just forget everything. Let's take another piece of coal or two. Get this organized. Alright, let me just take an herbal tea along for the ride. Maybe a rose hip in case we need it. So we got 4 hours on there. Feels like 2 degrees with a torch. Oh, now the interesting thing about this... Yeah, if I let this torch go out, we've got to be ready to book it back to the fire. Honestly, I think I've streamed Outer Misery like 3 times since the last time I recorded for this, and it's really throwing me off. I'll get back into it though. Yeah, so I remember that deer. We harvested everything from that. We got some branches here. There should be 1 fir limb left up here, unless I've completely misremembered. Maybe it's the one that's just over the hill here. Yeah. Okay, feels like 3. This rabbit is really close. Let me go grab this rabbit real quick. Just so we'll have a little bit of extra food. I don't know what he's doing all the way over here. I wonder where there are more fur limbs. I don't think there's any over that way. Let's drop this before we draw a wolf in. Yeah, it feels like 1 degree should be good to do this. Feels like 2 degrees. Warmed up a little. Alright, let me just leave that rabbit there for now. Thinking we'll grab a few easy things like this from up here. Gotta remember there were 4 hours on that fire. That fire. Let's call him by his proper name, Ollie. Hopefully we have a little bit of a burn bonus, but even so, I'm not going to spend 4 hours out here. We could just do a cedar and call it a day. Cedar is a lot less efficient than fir, though. Yeah, I think I got a fur limb over there. That's why I have a fire. And there's no more here. Okay. Let's just grab some of these. These are pretty efficient, I guess. I don't know. They're barely better than, So if I do 3 of these, that takes an hour, and that's 21 sticks. 21 sticks is probably not as good as 3 cedar, right? Yeah, there's no way 21 sticks gives me 3 hours of fuel. Oh, I shouldn't be carrying all this water with me. Oh well. Alright. I'm starting to get a little bit worried that I spent too much time, because we probably spent... Yeah, we spent a solid 3 hours out here. And we only had 4 hours on the fire, so definitely time to go back. 4.5. Okay, so we gotta drop water off. I don't want to spend long there. I want to come right back out and do more harvesting. We also need to kill a deer if we're gonna stay here for a while. That's not gonna happen though if I don't finish my bow. Just leave that there. I'll come back and get it in a second. I don't want to be drawing a wolf into me as I'm cresting this hill. No, definitely cut this a lot closer than I wanted to. Ollie was not too far away from going out. Okay, let's go and eat this. Right, we do have all this coal to fall back on. Let's move this rabbit a little closer. And I guess I'll carry a torch with me for now. We could... Let's put these down. Pick these up and get them in the thermos. Alright, that's a more reasonable loadout to carry out here. Pretty sure I harvested that deer, but maybe I'm misremembering. Might go check that at some point, if it hasn't despawned in a little bit. Got that one's despawned. So I want to grab stuff that's a little further afield here. There's obviously some stuff close to Spence I can grab. But while the weather is this frighteningly good, I'm gonna travel out a little. I don't see a lot. There's the bear. If only my bow was finished. It takes like 6 hours and we're at 33% done, so got about 4 hours of crafting left on it, maybe. We got a wolf over here. I might take him closer to where the deer typically spawn, over there. And maybe we can get another deer killed by a wolf. Looks like we got a couple of cattails over there. It's probably too far. Yeah, let's loop back towards home. Pick up this wolf along the way. I kind of want you to keep your distance so I don't have to scare you off. Okay. Any deer out and about over here? I think I pretty much picked this place clean in terms of cattails and sticks not too long ago. Really? Guess he gave up on the slow chase.
The sun is setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Well, that's not great. I gotta get some food somewhere. We're gonna run out now. Do I have prepared burdock? I guess I have crackers to fall back on. A few cattails. We've got that one rabbit I picked up. I think I remember now. It's hard to say for sure, but my plan was probably to spend coal on the fire while I finish crafting the bow, and then go ahead and kill something to eat, like a deer or even a bear if we couldn't find a deer. Yeah, we're just completely out of food around here. Can I cross here? Maybe. I don't think I want to risk it. Well, let's at least finish the bow. We may not be able to stay here much longer. If we don't get another deer kill or something soon, we're just gonna have to move to somewhere else where there is food. This is me learning that they don't call it forlorn muskeg for nothing. We are on low plants, I guess. Is this isn't crossable? No, there's no way. I do want to get all those cattails over there, so it's -1 now. If we can cross right here, yeah, then we can pick up a few extra cattails on the way home. This definitely looks doable, even if we have to sprint it. We don't even have to sprint. It's nice. Wow, look how close we are to the tower. I know there's food at the tower. Tomorrow we could almost leave a 12-hour fire going. Go to the tower, get all the deer and stuff there, and come home. Okay, I really don't want to go all that way around. Hopefully there's a connector over here. I'm pretty sure there is, but... could be wrong. Here's all the cattails I came for. That's another 600 calories. Oof. Oh, it's free. Well, it's not free, but it's definitely doable. Okay, so I think the plan is we forget about fuel now. We just spend coal until we get more food. Once we run out of the current stash of sticks and fur and everything. I'm just gonna get the bow made.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
And we'll go north and hunt the bear and possibly a deer tomorrow. Yeah, I already looted all this. Don't see any cattails out there. Yeah, definitely not. We're gonna check this one deer carcass on the way home. Pretty sure I already got this. Yep. How much coffee do I have? 7? Okay, we can actually save quite a bit of energy that way if we don't want to sleep a lot and just want to get food coming in. Ugh, only 0.5. I mean, it's nice that it wasn't already harvested, but it's not going to give me very much. I don't think there was another one up here. I think I already grabbed the one next to the bunker if it was there. 'Cause we definitely went up there to check the bunker. I can't imagine I left the deer. Yeah, so that's our last drop of food. Completely cleaned this whole area out. Other than maybe grabbing another rabbit or two from up high, but... Oh, we got more food here. Okay. Good to know. We really start to run out. Actually, let me just make double certain that I jiggled those copies. Okay. And we're good for a little bit. Might as well use a torch too. Oh, are we really that... Are we completely out? Well, we're going to be throwing another piece of coal on here eventually anyway. Let's just get a bunch of torches.
I need to find a place to rest.
Okay, I'm feeling a lot more comfortable now. We got plenty of fuel. Oh, we got all these torches. Right, because I ditched a bunch of carry weight here. So these are ruined. We'll deal with those later. And these are not the greatest. I'm going to put some of these over here. Actually, I can just use these now. These are the perfect candidate for burning up to stay slightly warmer. Alright, before we go to bed, I want to go do one last stick run just around the local area. We're going to drink a coffee. Just so I don't have to sleep quite as much tonight. I'm thinking that sticks probably respawned here since they respawned everywhere else. Yep, at least one did. This is basically free fuel, so it doesn't fall under the purview of my rule I made about ignoring fuel from here on out. Looks like I must have looted all the sticks from in here. Don't see any. Oh, maybe one over here? I probably looted these and just missed this one. And I think we might head up, as long as we have the warming up buff and some coffee in us. Let's just go check that deer up there too. That way I'll know for sure that we've completely cleaned out all the food in the area. Maybe grab a branch or two on the way to make it not feel like a wasted trip. It's been a very quiet, peaceful episode so far. Maybe I'm comparing it in my mind to the Outer Misery runs I've been doing on stream, which are not exactly peaceful. Yeah, it is there. Okay. It looks like I had planned to come get this later. .9, nothing to sneeze at. Could be worse, as we saw with the last deer. Maybe I'll just grab this while I'm here. This is breaking my rule. Alright, let's cook this. I want to put another coffee in me. Finish up this bow. Alright, so that's done. Let's get ready to make some more coffee here. As soon as that comes off... We're fire starting level 3, aren't we? Yeah, exactly, fire starting level 3. So let's ditch the rest of this tinder. Surprise, I should have a spot for tinder around here. Oh well, I guess we're putting it over here. Oh, we have porridge. I completely forgot about the porridge. How much of that do I have? Yeah, okay, I've got like... I can't remember if this is 4 or 5 batches. Or... 4 or 6. It's either 0.15 or 0.10 per... Okay, so that's a little bit of extra food too. Slowly getting back into the swing of things. Alright, we got that. Wait. How? There's no way. That's weird. I feel like we've spent like the last 2 episodes here. I still haven't searched that backpack. We definitely got the stuff from behind here. We looted the safe, it's gone now. Yeah, we got the stuff from back there. Huh. Alright, let's cook one more coffee. And while that's cooking, we can harvest this. Well, it's almost morning. We just need to get to sleep, I guess. I don't really want to hunt that bear with only 1 arrow, though. I mean, I guess we have coffee for a reason, right? Hate to use it all up. The arrows take 45 minutes with the tools. The shafts are slightly quicker. We can probably do 1 arrow shaft while this is going. Actually, we can just do an arrow. Yeah, we can do an arrow. That's fine. Drink a little bit of water first. The only danger is if I get cold. Maybe I should have done these earlier. Only -6. Let's just drink the coffee to be sure. Keep resetting the timer on this. Okay. Simple arrow with tools is 45 minutes. Go. Hopefully we do not have to cancel here. Yeah, we would have been okay even without the coffee. Got a little bit of warming up left. I think we can go and do another one. I start out fully warm. Oh well, if I have to cancel, then I have to cancel. Perfect. Okay, so we got 1 coffee ready to go. Let's make another one for the road. And start harvesting some of these. Want to head out just before noon. So we can get 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and then we'll be okay with coffee to go do some hunting today. I think we're going to be able to get everything done. And this is good because it means I can just keep using this same fire. We can do the rest of our forging as soon as we have some food. Oh, we're spending a long time at this forge. Okay, get these ready for the thermos for the morning. I think we can just harvest all this later. Yeah, let's get 4 hours and see where things stand. Alright, well, let's get these off so they don't decay too much. Looks like we're going to be here for a little while. Guess I don't mind making a porridge real quick. Just to make sure we don't get run low on food. Do I have any tea ingredients to craft? Oh, we can use burdock to eat. Let's go ahead and make that. Go ahead and have a warm bowl of oatmeal and get some more sleep. I don't want to sit here hour by hour, so let's just call it 2. Go ahead and make a batch here. Ugh, it's kind of nasty out there. -16 with the wind, or is the wind chill amount? I mean, the torch isn't blowing out now, but that doesn't mean it won't. Let's try. We can always come back if things don't work out in my favor. Let's go ahead and get a move on here. Hopefully that's in the process of calming down. I'm gonna pull a few more torches off here and out of coal. Okay, so that should give me about 6.5 hours on here. Obviously we'll have even longer than that. That's good enough. Let's take one of these and this. Leave the rest here, I think. Maybe take that as well. Should have my can. Alright, let's get moving. Yeah, it's still a little bit cold. Even with all the clothing. There goes my torch already. That might be an indication. Yeah. Let's wait a little bit then, I guess. Let's go see if we can break down some valuable stuff over here. And then we'll head out a little bit later. Yeah, I see some planks. Yeah, I probably want the energy today. Just drink this. Didn't really need it. -14? Okay, we can probably pull it off now. Seems like it's slightly less windy. Alright, so let's make another coffee. Let's get the stuff out of here. Reset it. Go ahead and add some fuel to this. Alright, take two. -13. Getting even less windy in theory. Means we're going to be even slower in the wind due to that poor implementation. Wait, really? Did it gust up? Ugh. Alright, I guess we're going to craft some more arrows or something. We still got some time. I mean, I don't need my fire to go hunting, but it seems foolish, and especially for a bear. I'm gonna want Ollie there to back me up. Guess we don't really even need a torch right now. It's so warm out. That sounds like it's calming down now. Yeah, perfect. Okay, now we can go. At long last. Alright, let's leave some heavy stuff here. I'm gonna leave the tools, and I guess the arrow shafts can come with me. 3 arrows. Drop another ruined torch over here for later. We don't really need coffee this time. Let's just take these. We're doing fine on sleep. Considering there's not much of the day left anyway. Gotta do something about these socks. Just gonna keep going. Even if the bear isn't here, we'll get another shot at him on the way back. I'm gonna go up. There's frequently some deer hanging up north of the tracks, I think. So I think that's gonna be my target. Oh geez, I really don't want to lose this. Too used to playing on normal, where if it goes out I can just spend another match. There's a wolf. I don't really feel the need to kill a wolf right now. Does kind of make me wonder where the bear went, though. I guess we gotta go this way now to get out of here. There's a deer carcass. I need to make more reishi teas. When I'm going this far afield, I need more hot teas on me just in case bad weather kicks up. It's like, it's so far to get back, especially if I can't see where I'm going. See any deer out. Snowfall is making me nervous. Got a good amount of time on those. The thing is, killing the bear doesn't really give me food. I don't want to take the 1% risk that I mess up my perfect health. Because if we get parasites even once, it brings my health down like 40% over the next 20 days. I don't want that. It's just not necessary. We kill the bear for the hide and the guts and possibly the cooking level. Just spend a bunch of time cooking meat to get it eventually leveled up to the point where we can eat the bear meat, but not anytime soon. More wolves. Hunter's Blind might have a little bit of food in it. I feel like sometimes there's a deer when you first enter Broken Railroad. I did have a lot of time on my fire. It was like 11 hours. I wonder if it's worth considering stopping into Broken Railroad and just trying to kill a deer right there near the entrance. Hear ptarmigans from up high. Yeah, I don't recall ever seeing deer over here. I think this is just wolf territory, unfortunately. We're losing visibility fast. Alright, I'm gonna start running. I don't like being this far away. With, the weather turning potentially bad. At least I can see the tracks and I can take the high ground home if we get stuck out here. Here's the bear, I guess. We can still try to get the bear and that deer meat, I guess. Maybe that's my best shot. Start one fire over there. Let me make sure. Yeah, we still got a little bit of time on this. All right, let's go try to get in position to start a fire next to the deer. Kill the bear. Get something out of this day after all. Nice big cedar limb there. The deer carcass is right over there. Should be able to sneak along the edge here and eventually draw. Okay, he's coming towards me. Go pick these. Alright, you can have those too. I'll get those later. I have 7 accelerant on me. I think we can afford to spend 1 on this. Okay. So I want to do a couple of things here. Let's get a little bit of a fire going. Let's get these out. Got a little bit of time here. Let's put all of this down. Do I not have a single coffee on me? Oh yeah, I guess I decided I wasn't going to need it. That's fine. We got enough. So that's all ready to go. We can put this out. Ollie's in position to protect me here. Let him get a second, just a little bit closer. That was a terrible shot. Hopefully this is a headshot that kills him. Nope. I'll try for the 3rd shot, just in case I get lucky. No. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, let's go get my arrow. So now I have to hunt that bear down to get my 2 arrows back. 97%. It hit snow, not ice. That's good.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Well, as a dead bear, when we go to hunt the other one, we can, find him, hopefully. Alright, I gotta get warmed up and get back as soon as possible. We probably don't even cook this deer meat here. Because it's just gonna take too long. Okay, that's all ready to go. Let's put these in the thermos just so I'm really ready to leave at a moment's notice. I want to warm up fast. Let's throw another, like, 15 sticks on here or something. I'm gonna take small pieces. We'll cook a couple of small pieces and then carry a big piece home. Probably the plan. At least we got 1.8 off of this deer. That's huge. Absolutely enormous amount of food. Okay, so in 19 minutes we leave. Why am I carrying 4 liters of water around? Absolutely ridiculous. Go and grab this. Okay, 5 minutes, and then we have to loop around this way and head straight home. I'm gonna go and grab as many torches as I can in the allotted time. Yeah, this is making me really nervous, this weather. Just get good ones. Still warming up a bit. I feel like it's getting worse and worse. I think we just have to go. Get a better torch than that. Eat these and go. In some sense, every second counts here because, yeah. I'll be much more comfortable if this weather turns closer to home. Let me just see if the bear is already dead. Where is it even? Bears killed 1. Okay, so he's already dead. Good to know. I guess I scare you off now before my torch gets blown out later. Is this the safe crossing? Yes. Man, it is so hard to see anything. Okay, I recognize that up there. I think we can go this way and get through. Yeah. It should be shorter. Wolf is coming right for me. In his own way. I mean, I must have crossed here, right? Unless I came from over there. This looks too far, though. clear. Okay. You know what? Let's not risk it. Let's go and drink this. That way we still have the 2 full rishis to drink later. And I'm going to do a bit more sprinting. Try to get myself into an even more comfortable position. Yeah, there's the island. We want to stick to this side and cross over here. Okay, I think we're in a position now where even if a blizzard kicks in, we'll be okay. Not just okay, but not lose health. So back to walking. I think we move the fire tomorrow. I think I've done as much as I can here. We just didn't find food close. And that bear is going to have died so far north that I think I need to move my fire up to Poachers or possibly the cave north of Poachers. So I think we commit to moving the fire when we set out tomorrow. Which means I should finish up as much foraging as I can. I do want to make 2 more arrows, I think. 2 or 3 more arrows tonight. Then we'll get a combination of sleep and foraging. And plan to set out. I think we're going to have to harvest all these. How much time left on the fire? 9 hours. How many coffees do I have? Wait, really? Just the one, 1, 2, 3 left? Yeah, I guess I don't want to spend a lot on that then. There's no way that deer will have respawned. Okay, I think I know what I want to do. So in the morning, we're going to head out that way a little bit. Look for deer, then head north. Drop the fire at Poachers. If we're lucky, we'll find a deer on the way. Okay, I think I'm happy with how much we got done here. I was here for several days. Let's see how long, actually. It's day 16. We've been here... yeah, since day 12. So 4 or 5 days, depending on how you count it. Definitely the longest we've spent in one place for the whole run. Longest we'll spend in one place probably for the next 50 days, too. Well, maybe when we craft up air coat, we'll spend a long time in one spot. Alright. I think we're gonna do one more arrow. It's the last of my arrow shafts used up. And then, let me see. We definitely want to take these with us since they're cured. That's one accelerant, but we don't really need it. Yeah, honestly, I think it's, I don't think I can afford to carry any of this with me. That stays here because we've already got one. This will eventually stay here. So I got 4 arrowheads, 4 arrows, plus 2 more. So I've got a total of 10 arrowheads, if I find my bear that I killed. I think I want to make at least 16 total before we leave. Probably take this with me. This can stay here, I think. Well, no, we actually might start reading pretty soon. Just to help me get up to fire starting level 4 a little bit less, well, not painfully. Let's put it that way. Alright, I'm just gonna think about what to do while we do this. I mean, we can basically start sleeping and forging in any order. I think I had some clothing stuff I wanted to figure out. Like getting my socks replaced with better socks. So the long-term plan after this is to go to Ash Canyon and Timberwolf. So, yeah, I think it's get the 4 bears killed. Oh, maybe do we go ahead and hunt a cougar? I wasn't even thinking about that. We can hunt a cougar as soon as Mystery Lake. I've never hunted a cougar before. I mean, I think I know what I'm doing, but... yeah, we might as well get it out of the way. I mean, if I'm gonna die to a cougar, I'd rather do it early rather than much later in the game.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
So yeah, I think that's the plan. Get all 4 bear hides, go ahead and hunt the cougar. And then we go to Ash Canyon while everything's curing. I mean, maybe we try to hunt a moose too, but we can do that on the way. Just make a little bit of water while I'm doing this. All right, so let's see. Got all my torches. This is stuff I've gone through. This goes over here with the junk. Guess I'm wearing better boots than that. Ruined food can stay here. Jeans. Now, the only thing I have extras of are socks. So what's the deal here? Was I planning to... Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop these so that I automatically put those on when we're getting dressed. I know I could, like, farm... I could keep all the worn socks with me. I guess maybe we'll leave them at camp office. That's a nice, central place. It's a good way to farm repair points if I feel like doing it. So we could just leave them all at camp office, and then... Or, whatever our final base ends up as. And then just every time we're there, we can repair all of them to farm skill points. Alright, let's get some sleep. So these tools can stay here in case we ever want to craft here again. Got another set of tools coming with me. That's just metal for the forge. We'll find more pry bars. Not really concerned about having the pry bar on me for anything. There's no, like, absolutely critical loot that we want to do with that. Alright, let's go ahead and get our 4 hours. So weird to be, planning to move again. Alright, let's do some nice clear starry night forging.
New day is dawning.
3 hours left. Alright, so that's 16 total. That's gonna have to be enough. There's no way I need more than that. This comes with me. Actually, does it? No. I've got these back. The can comes with me. The extra scrap metal stays here. The hammer must stay here. Oh, we've got 2 pry bars. Is it time to make some notes? All I have is my stretch goals. Alright. Spence has hammer, extra metal. I'm not gonna leave, like, a million notes. Carry weight. We could afford to carry the lantern. Alright, let's get 2 more. So we wait for this wind to end and then we go.
Can you eat trees? Because I'm gonna.
Of course it decides to pick up right when I'm planning to leave, but hopefully we'll have a relatively short session of it here so we can go ahead and head out. I mean, there's no way this is light enough to just travel in, is it? No, definitely not. I'm just gonna go and eat this. Let's make some porridge. Alright, that's my cue. I definitely want to leave a little bit more time on this. Let's just throw one coal on. We're definitely taking most of this with me. I guess we can leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's about right. Okay. Now I just realized, yeah, I actually want to take a little bit of a roundabout route when we leave. I completely forgot that one of the main things I'm doing this run is collecting coal and fuel, so we actually need to head by those caves on the way out of here. So maybe I don't need quite 3 hours on this, now that I think about it. We're gonna have plenty of little stopping points along the way. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about my route. I just decided to change the plan for my route and, completely changed the whole plan here. That's okay, though. Let's leave 2.5 hours on. That's fine. 1, 2, 3 in the thermos. We take all of this. We do one last look around. I've got my can and my bedroll. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. I'm carrying 1 tools with me. Leaving all this scrap in the pry bar. Okay, let's get going. So I'm not going to spend very long in any one place. Unless I'm forced to, because I really want to go get to that bear and harvest it. So we're leaving Spence with 11 coal. I think we're good on mushrooms. Okay, Ollie, we made it to the first safety. We've officially moved out of Spence now.
Come on, little fire.
Okay, so I want to put the thermos down, preserve as much of that heat as I can, reset this and the coffees. We're gonna need a couple hours on here. Tempting time to harvest a fur limb, that's for sure. They're right here next to this cave. Easy to grab with my fire safely in there. I think given the amount of coal we have coming up and the fact that I'm pushing for that bear cave, those are the two reasons I'm not going to do it. Alright, next safety is the cave to Bleak Inlet. Not too far from here. So 2 hours should do it. Actually, we'll call it an hour 46. Go ahead and pull a fresh one of these out. Oh, I don't know if that was close enough. Yeah, I think it was still losing heat way back there. Oh, we got fog. That's nice. I just realized the flare gun would actually be really useful in this game. Specifically because I can actually find myself stuck somewhere without a torch or a flare. Any of the things you usually use to scare wildlife off.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
I know, Astrid. I'm hoping we'll get, what am I hoping for? I guess I'm hoping we'll get a deer. Alright, well that's not the type of deer I had in mind, but I think we'll take it. Let's go inside and get a safety fire started first. Okay, that's the exit. Yeah, this is fine right here.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Let's go down there later. Pretty sure this is the... Yeah, this is the way up. Wow. Completely empty here. Not even a flare that I couldn't grab anyway. Isn't this cave supposed to have coal in it? I mean, I know I see some right there, but I thought there was going to be a lot more earlier on. Oh, I forgot to check for the coal at the open transition at the beginning. Hopefully I'll be able to grab it when I come back out. We've got to get our free coal. Seriously, what is going on? I found one piece of coal in this entire cave so far?
I'll take it.
No, we have to leave all that there. We'll take the sardines. We don't take the matches or the flare. Wow, that's quite the body. Matches, flare, and food. Alright, so we're gonna go... Here's a couple of coal. We're gonna go back that way eventually. Hopefully I didn't get all turned around here. Is this new?
big trees?
I guess it is. Okay, do I want to... I guess I don't even want to load Bleak Inlet in. Technically, I might be able to open the safe in the cannery. Maybe the safe in the cannery doesn't fall through the floor. But it might. It really doesn't matter that much whether I get that safe or not. There's no real benefit to going into Bleak Inlet right now. Other than potentially resetting this cave and putting more coal available, but I don't really feel the need. We got enough, and it probably wouldn't reset any anyway. I guess the one thing that might happen is if we had reset the zone by leaving and re-entering, then maybe there was a bunch of invisible coal in the first half that didn't load in properly because we loaded near there that would have spawned back in. So that's a possibility. One of the funny things about this game is we're always playing around all these strange bugs that seem to never get fixed. There's been a version of the things don't always properly load into the region when it's like the first or second or third time. Like, it's always either it loads in properly the first time and then it doesn't after that, or it doesn't load in properly the first time and then it does after that. There's been a variant of that bug for 4 or 5 years, I think. Ever since they fixed, or well, ever since before they fixed the bug where the corpse that had the Paradise Meadows key could vanish from the map. Alright, let's go get that meat first of all. We probably don't need a torch for this. Let's just go. Ooh. Getting pretty hungry here. Didn't realize that at all. Here I am, happily just chatting away. Yeah, beautiful out here. Oh, that's what I like to see. Alright, so we can go in and get an hour of sleep while this cooks. And then carry on. See if we can get any free coal here. Really? This might be the only one we can get. Yeah, there it is.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
These two are bound to be too far away. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. We got a very unlucky spawn there. Usually you can get 2 or 3, maybe more. But we have 19 coal. Not bad. We'll reset all this when we wake up. Didn't jiggle anything because we're just going to leave right now. Okay, I want to leave a good amount of duration on this. 2.5 is barely enough. We're going all the way up top. Going up, there, where that tower is. Now, ordinarily, I would not risk my fire to a place that's not designated to be 100% safe, but I'm quite confident in the spot, so I'm willing to use this spot up at the top as a safe spot to keep my fire going.
Feels like night is coming.
The majority of the time, though, I'm just gonna rely on places like caves and fire barrows and so on, where we know, you know, 100% instead of 99.9% that the fire will be okay. Actually, the more I think about it, what's to be gained from doing this? Not a lot, right? I could just get a bit more fuel, go back and make that an even longer fire, and go straight to poachers. Kind of like that idea. What are we really going up here for? It's okay. I want to go to poachers tonight anyway. So we probably won't spend that long up here. We'll just have it as a safety. It is true that this is a slightly less convenient safety than the Bleak Inlet Cave, probably. But that's okay. There's food up here. Probably some saplings. We can check the helicopter, maybe. Is it just me, or was the sky clear when I came out and then it got foggy again? Gotta love muskeg weather. Did I see saplings? I feel like in the back of my mind I remember seeing some birch saplings somewhere. Oh well. Maybe I walked right past them and concluded I didn't need them. Wouldn't exactly be wrong.
Drop any of this gear.
Ooh, I think Wolfie is going after a ptarmigan. No, he was just still running scared. Alright. Now go mind your own business. I'm not carrying anything, am I? Hopefully he runs back down to his original area. Okay, so my magic spot is right up here. I think. Yeah, this little depression in the ground here. It's just perfect. Put it right down at the bottom here. And even if we get stuck here in a blizzard, this should be perfectly fine.
Kinda heavy.
I want at least like 3 hours on here, maybe a little more. Keep that warm. Might as well get these rewarmed. Oops. Put this out for a second. Okay, so we got some fur limbs and a deer. It is quite late. There's not really much difference between spending the night here and at Poacher's. Maybe we just spend the night here, since we've got these two handy fur limbs right nearby. Oh, I got the Vista thing. That's cool. Okay, we can leave the car battery here, leave the wires here, leave the fuse here. Isn't there like a little backpack or something here that has outdoor loot? Yeah. Not that we really care, but crackers are nice. I think I'll just leave that vest in there. We don't need cloth. Ooh, some free fuel. It's clearing up. Tell you what, I don't have any charcoal, I'm sure. But I could start a fire. I could start another fire. Yeah, let's just start another fire right here. Just have it go for an hour. That way when it goes out, it should have one charcoal in it, and I can go ahead and do this Vista.
Come on, little fire.
Just for the heck of it, you know, no real reason. I just realized I should have put this next to the fur limbs. That would have made so much more sense.
Perfect.
You know what, let's do that. We're gonna waste it anyway. Might as well get a benefit out of it. Still have 18 minutes on it. If I was fully warm, we could probably... Well, it's only -1. Let's just throw like 2 sticks on here. These are fine. 2 hours, 19 minutes. Yeah, this will go out, but we should be fine. Unless it gets dark. But it didn't.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Ooh, quite cold now. Alright, let's go get warm. It's the closest I've come in a long time to taking damage. Yeah, we're definitely going to spend the night here.
Starting to feel numb.
In that case, I guess, let's throw all the sticks and some of the fur on here. I'm confident in this placement, right? Yeah, this is pretty much perfect. Maybe it would be better to be like a little bit over to this side for this, but I'm just going to assume that it's good enough. If it gets blown out and we lose the run here, then what can I say? I probably won't ever use this spot again. It'll be dead to me. Oh yeah, we need to get some more torches too. Been really low on torches for a while. Alright, I'm looking at the episode timer. We're nearly at 2 hours. I'm definitely going to sleep here before we end the episode, just in case it does go out. I don't want it to happen right at the start of an episode. So we will know for sure whether we made it by the end here. Anything else I can do quickly? We probably need to do... Let's do a little maintenance on this. Oh, I don't have my whetstone. Did I use it up, or... I must have left one at Spence. I think. That's the only place I could have left it. Oh well. Oh nice, we got an aurora. Alright, come on. I want to go check that helicopter out before we go to bed. Take a rosehip tea with me, that should be good enough. Alright, that should be good enough as far as carry weight goes. We're fully warm. Go back to this sorting. Just have to not walk right into that wolf. Oh, another fur limb here. Wow. That's not too far from the other two. I wonder if there was actually a spot where you could have a fire with a triple fur limb harvest. We stay here late enough tomorrow. Like if we get to around noon, which it looks like we might do if we want to get fully rested. If the temperatures get warm enough, I might harvest that one too. No real reason not to. Oh, what's the trick to checking the... You've got to, like, aim... Let me see if I can pull this off. Let me just reset this. Hopefully that noise didn't draw a wolf over. Make sure I don't get cold here. So you've got to, like, have a stone out. Then you click and you aim as you enter. Like this. And now... No, it didn't work for some reason. Although I am now stuck. Oh, it did work. Okay, because then when I end... So I can now check the... Is it these up here? There's some that you can't ordinarily see. Although, unfortunately, it's too dark to see anything right now, so I might not get all of them. But yeah, you get full rotation in here, which is pretty funny. Maybe it's just this one that you can't reach. There's like one that you can't. Of course, they're all empty anyway, so it doesn't really matter. There's also a, can't you reach the little side things, too? I think there's a... Wait, search... Yeah. Did you see that? Search hatch? Yeah, you can reach the little side panels. The other one's on the other side, so... Yeah, this hatch here, I'm pretty sure you could search. I'll just do it now, but... I'm pretty sure if you get in... Nope, we have to leave the marine flare there, unfortunately. Pretty sure if you're sitting on this side, now you can find it. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just get back out and go. Yeah, we got nothing here. Or maybe I checked that hatch. Oh, I checked both of them. Alright, let's go get warm, and then I might use the last little bit of this warmth buff to go survey the vista before we go to bed. Pick a new rosehip tea to replace that one. Now, I don't have any water or something? Yeah, I drank pretty much all of it. Ow, I've got water here. Of course. Just make that later. Let's go. It's only gonna get colder. See if I can find wind shelter to do this from. Yeah, right here. -9. Whee! So much of the map revealed. Love those vistas on the older maps. The, yeah, this takes... Wow, this gets us to Poacher's Camp and beyond. It's pretty nice. The vistas on the newer maps aren't nearly as good. They don't reveal as large of a portion in general. Wait, why is it... There's no way that fire is thawing this thing. Maybe it got it got completely thawed out from that fire and it hasn't fully refrozen yet. That does explain it. Kind of wish I had left this away. Put it over here. Just in case a wolf wants to come eat it. Alright, now let's make this, what is it, tea. I've got my double coffee, I've got my thermos. Might as well just pick all this up. Find a spot for the bedroll. Might be a little bit finicky here. Alright, we'll sleep at a steep angle. Actually, I guess what we can do is just reset that deer meat and sleep while it's cooking. This is going to be one of our few nights truly outdoors. Due to... Oh, let me grab this first before it boils off. Due to,
I could eat a horse.
this rule. Sleep comfortably indoors when possible. The only reason I'm doing it here is because our choices were basically here or Poacher's Camp. And even if we pushed on beyond Poacher's Camp, it would be a cave. So it's not like there's a lot of great places to sleep indoors here. So camping out under the stars tonight. Beautiful night for it. Well, now I wish I'd gotten a rabbit or a ptarmigan. Alright, time to find out if we're gonna get killed by this spot. Let's sleep 4. Ollie's still going strong. Throw another fur on here. I think I'll just sleep another 4. What did I say I was gonna do? Oh, right, that other fur limb. If we have good weather in the morning. Oh, we do have really good weather. I wonder what the temperature's like. Let me just see if I can pull it off now. I am gonna start running really low on food though, but what can you do? Oh, it's -9. Yeah, we're not doing it right now. Well, you know what? Let's just get fully rested, and we'll decide what to do next episode. I'm going to go ahead and get 2 more hours of sleep here. And then we'll need to leave enough of a safety on here to make it to Poacher's. But, yeah, we've already wasted an entire day. Well, we spent the night at Spence, and then we spent the night here. So by the time if we get over there, not too long after noon, tomorrow, it'll be 2 full days since we killed that bear. So we need to get a move on it. We need to go ahead and locate it first thing. Get that hide off of it. Alright, 2 hours. All right, here we are. Hour 45 left on Ollie. We are on day 18. Forging is done. Most of the arrow crafting is done. Stayed at 100% or 105% the whole time still. 18 though, that's like late. That's late. It means bear coat's the earliest we could start a bear coat is gonna be like day 30 or something by the time we have both of the highs down. So we're definitely gonna start to feel the colder temps a little bit. All right, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching.